Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here. This time reviewing on the Sonic the Hedgehog Halloween special from 2023. Now as you know, last year there was a Halloween special. I wanted to do the comic but was more busy with basically doing the other Halloween film reviews, and after sitting down to read it, I finally decided to get the review done. So the cover mainly has, Charmy, Vector, and SBO getting ready for trick-or-treating, and the story starts off how, everyone's getting ready for trick-or-treating, and we see how SBO and Victor are getting ready for their costumes, and of course, Victor acts more like a little kid, wanting to get happy to get some full-size balls and that, and we see him saying, "But we get like a commission, right? I'm kidding. So, do you guys think I'm a vampire?" So of course they hear a knock, and turns out they think it's some sort of case or something serious, but turns out it's a young kid and needs help from the Chaotix that her candy was stolen. So of course they decide to kind of hear the kid's story, where her and her friends were out trick-or-treating and meeting a sort of weird kid in a costume saying, "Hi, I'm Hercule." And of course, shows them where they can find a shortcut, but of course get attacked by a monster, and all their candy was stolen. So of course this is Charmy taking lead of the case, as this is his night. And of course the Chaotix get ready to find out what happened with all the candy being stolen. And we see how, Sonic and Tails are riding the tornado, getting down to the town part to do some trick-or-treating. And of course, Tails is getting ready as a cowboy, and we see how they meet up with the Chaotix saying, "Hey, isn't that Tails' plane?" And after, meeting up with the gang, they need their help to find out what's going on. And we see SBO saying, "Looks like we're here. This is the forest where the monster struck. Alright, let's get a move." And of course, they see other kids running away quickly, and turns out they now know where the monster is. And we see SBO saying, "So, we'll run it like we did the last late night case we took." "Absolutely, just like last time. Alright guys, here's the skinny. Let's go." And of course, Tails uses his technology to find out where the screams came from, and just as they go through, we see basically Sonic going through super speed, and of course discovers what's really going on, and discovers a bag of trick-or-treating, and we see how they find a clue, and after getting the pieces together, they see a trail of candy, much like Hansel and Gretel. And we kind of hear a voice, they go through, and turns out it's the vampire kid saying, "Nonsense, we're almost there. Don't you want full-size candy bars? Hey, you, stop right there. Time to chase it." And of course, Vector helps the kids who got all emotional, and Sonic and SBO decide to find out what's going on and deal with the giant monster. And we see basically Vector running to save Charmy and SBO, and of course, after taking down the monster with Vector's help and using his special Sonic Cry, we see how, it turns out the monster is other three kids, and of course, they try to make their getaway, but many have them pinned down and hogtied. And we see Tails saying, "You're not being very nice to those other kids. You're just a kid too, so what?" "Correction, tonight I am a cowboy, and I'm going hee-haw mode." And we see him saying, "That was the sound of a desperado ramming up a stealing candy vomit." So of course, after kind of getting the other kids and finding out what they were trying to do, they had a plan to steal off the other candy for themselves. But of course, Sonic points out that, yeah, they can't go around stealing candy from other people as it's not right, it's not fair. And of course, keeping it for themselves would be a very selfish thing to do, and it's actually like what Eggman would do if he was like this, if they were like this. And after finding out the other candy, they decide to give back the candy they stolen and help the kids realize doing this would be a very greedy, selfish, and inconsiderate thing to do. And we see how, yeah, one of the kids say, I guess I never thought of it that way. So of course, after learning their lesson and seeing the consequences of it, they decided to give back all the candy they took. And of course, we kind of see how they finally now learn the mistakes of their actions. And after Charmy points out that he wanted to go trick-or-treating, but Tails points out there will be enough for everyone. And Charmy's saying, "Best Halloween ever!" And of course, this is the story. So I think the Halloween special is enjoyable and definitely readable. I think if this did get an animated adaptation, I would like to see the YouTuber Fizzy Pop, or the team behind, yeah, basically Over the Garden Wall, or basically the team behind the Owl House doing a take on this, because yeah, we've seen the Owl House do a Halloween thing before the first episode for season 3. We know that, yeah, Over the Garden Wall could do something interesting with this kind of story, and I think Fizzy Pop can do Halloween stuff and knows what a Halloween story could be like. So I think this one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still readable. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.